Hello everyone, welcome to part 4 of Laravel 9 tutorial, and in this video, this is the series in which we are going to create multi-vendor e-commerce website. And in this video we are going to once again start merging our admin panel template. We have also done in last video, we able to see the dashboard page, but this is just the copy paste of this one. Okay, we have not created header, footer and sidebar. We need to create this, we need to build up this content. Okay, so it's the same thing like we used to do in core php. If you remember core php, I hope that everyone of you done with the core php. Okay, so what we do in core php, in core php there are some files. I'm going to show you that what we used to do in core php. uh, okay, so see in core php what we used to do. Okay, so if you remember in core php we used to create the pages like this: index.php or about.php. Yeah, these are the things we used to do in core php. That was the golden time. We used to build up these websites for our friends, for our companies, and okay, so at that time that sites looks really good. Okay, so we used to create, if you remember, we used to create header.php file, footer.php file. Okay, so these are the files we used to build up for the core php. And index.php have this kind of layout. See this kind of layout. This is the header part. Okay, so this is the middle content and this is the footer part. So this we are going to include here. Header.php we are going to include, and footer.php we are going to include for the footer. And in middle content, every time like in index.php, some banners come, something comes. And for about.php, header footer will remain the same. Header footer we just called up like this, and for about us content will come. So this is the structure of the core php. And now the same structure we are building up for our Laravel website. Okay, so see this this is the core php structure. So what we used to do for our Laravel structure. Okay, so Laravel structure, we know that it's divided into MVC framework. Okay, so it's the model, view, controller. Okay, so we are working on this view part. So in view itself, we see here everything comes inside the root. There is one root only, and all the files are located inside the same root. There are no folders like this. There are no folder, no admin folder, no front folder, no separation like this one. Under admin, this folder, nothing like this. No MVC, no common functions. Functions are also see there are one common file like functions.php. If some of my friends have worked on like this, function.php will have all the functions that we are using in separate pages, but functions.php. And sometimes we create the includes folders. If some of my friends have done that, including inside the includes folder we used to create these header, footer, like this kind of directory structure. Okay, so some folders we used to create, we started creating the include folder like this. So these are all approach of core php, but here in Laravel we will follow in a different way. Like I have shown you, the structure will be like this. Like here also we have admin folder, we have the front folder. Okay, separate folder, and these come under sources views. So what Laravel gives to you, these come under sources views. So this is the separate thing. Okay, so here whenever we worked in core php, we don't get any folder structure. We need to create our own folder. There is a empty directory. But when we install Laravel, we got some kind of structure from the Laravel. Okay, they have provided us resources views. Resources views, they have provided us to add all the view files. Okay, we are going to add inside resources slash views. And the files that are related to the css, to js, to okay, all these images that we need to add under public folder. So there are separate directory structure. You can see that we are going to get the built-in directory structure. There is no directory structure like this. Like you can't add css file under sources views. You can only add the css, js, and all other files under the public. And again, under public you can create admin, you can create front, and under admin you are going to create css, js folders, css folder, js folder, images folder, and all the folders like this. And same for the front, css, js, images. So this is the kind of the structure that is very clear. Okay, so your designer friend can work for these files and feel really great. And this is the user friendly kind of structure. We can say the developer friendly as well, means developer designer friendly. Okay, so now see all the functions, and that is the models folders. Okay, separate models folders that started in, I think, Laravel 6, Laravel 6, from Laravel 6 we have the models folder, and separate controllers in controllers folder. So inside controllers also there is the admin and there is front. Admin will have the all the admin controllers that is having some functions, and front controller. Okay, so see the directory structure, see the beautiful directory structure built by the Laravel. So we need to follow this directory structure. So we will continue. See here, we have added everything in dashboard file, but now we need to add this one in layout blade file. So I am going to remove everything from here. I'm going to cut this one and we'll add up in layout blade file, in which we are going to see, like for header. Now I'm going to open the another files where we are going to add up, like for header part will come, for footer part will come, and for middle content will go inside the dashboard, and for sidebar part will come. These files we have created in the last video. Now see, now here, first in layout I'm going to search for the header. This is the header part. There are some unwanted code as well that you can remove. Okay, we need to verify from the index.html file. This is the file that we have copied here. Okay, so see, this is the structure that we are working. So here we are going to inside this. Okay, so carefully check that what we can add. Let's see the sidebar part first. Sidebar, I think sidebar.html. Okay, here it is. So this sidebar.html, we can simply cut this sidebar from here and we can put here. Okay, you can see some HTML formatting must be there. So for that we can open some external website for HTML formatter website. One second. Yeah, for HTML formatter we will open some external website and going to format our code in a standard way. Okay, so I'm going to copy this sidebar code. We'll paste here, 4 spaces, format HTML, and see, now it looks fine. Select all, copy to clipboard. Okay, here, so now it's fine. Okay, now see, so this sidebar here, we are going to include here. It will come inside. We need to specify the path here. Okay, so whatever the path is, like it comes in under where this one admin, then will come under layout, and then will come that the file that is the sidebar. Fine. So Same thing we are going to do for the footer. Okay, we can search for the footer.html. Here is the footer. So this part also we can uh, copy this one, and we will add here footer, and this footer we are going to cut from here and we'll put inside the footer here. Okay, see, again we can copy this code, we can add it here, we can use this four species like this one, and here the code is ready. Select, select all, copy to clipboard, and we are going to insert like this. Okay, so header, so footer, then sidebar, sidebar is there and footer is there. Now header, and for header we are going to copy once again from here, but first of all make sure that yeah, we have added the footer here. Okay, so now see, uh, so uh, for the header, there is the navbar.html. I have checked the index.html code, navbar.html. Okay, so this part is for the header. So let's pick out this one. I think navbar.html is the code for the header. Okay, so I am going to cut this one. I am going to cut for this. So we are going to cut up this part as well, and this subbar. Okay, so this one in header. Yeah, first of all we are going to add here for the formatting. There are many websites available for formatting, not only this one. You can search for HTML formatting, because it's good if you will format the code, because then it will you are not get confused anytime. Okay, so unending is important for the developer, so we can get help from the third parties. Okay, so like this. So header, also we are going to include here, include admin, under admin layout, under layout header. Okay, so now we will open this one, and here see, there is some code as well. Okay, so this is the unwanted code that you can remove from the structure. Okay, this is not required, so we can simply remove unwanted code. Okay, so like this. Now see, here it is, admin layout sidebar. Okay, fine. And after this one, this is the middle content, main panel. Okay, this is the middle content, and this middle content we are going to cut here from here, and we are going to put inside dashboard blade file. So here once again we copy this one, and we'll paste for the HTML formatting here, and format the HTML, these four spaces. Okay, we can refresh once again. I can put it here, four spaces, format, here it comes. Okay, so we can select all, copy to clipboard, and we can remove, and we'll paste here. So it seems to be fine now. See, admin layout footer will come up here, no issue, it's the layout. Okay, so now we are going to include this middle content, and middle content will vary. So for middle content which vary in Laravel, we need to include this middle content like this. Here the content will come. Okay, and in dashboard blade file, see, we need to add its design, admin design to it. So for adding the admin design, we need to include here the that like extends means that we are going to include the design, we are going to include the another file. Okay, admin dot layout is the folder. uh, we are going to check it where it is. Okay, inside we are going to check its structure. Okay, I don't remember that. Okay, ecom, then resources, views, admin, then layout. Fine. Inside layout, admin, layout, then inside layout there is one file, layout.blade.php, that is having a header, footer and everything. So we are going to close this one here, like and also we need to add here at the rate of section content, and we are going to include we are going to close this one like here, end section. Okay, fine. Now we are going to check once, and now it seems to be fine. Okay, so yeah, so now it's fine. So now we are going to check once that it's working or not. I'm going to refresh here. See, yield content is having some issue for loading this one, that we are going to check. Okay, spelling mistake here, yield, don't these silly mistakes here. Okay, so it must come like yield. Now it's fine. Now I'm going to refresh once again, and you can see the structure is now fine. Okay, now it's the structure that we can say of the Laravel structure. Header we are going to include for the all pages, footer we are going to include for the all pages, sidebar we are going to include for the all pages, for the admin all pages. Okay, so this is just like the core PHP, but here the standard you can see we got the branches are different, like the root branches are different. Okay, we have got the standard folders in which we are going to create the files. Okay, so now after that, now the thing that we need to do, we know for the Laravel websites we need to use the asset for the URLs, for the images. Okay, we need to use the URL and asset for the images, CSS paths, JS paths. Okay, so that thing we need to do right now. We can update those. Okay, so straight away we can update those. So here we can open the layout.blade.php file, and for here we need to give the paths like this, because otherwise, see, it's working for the dashboard but it will not work for the other pages of the admin. Okay, where we have the directory structure, where we are having the different directory structure. Okay, so for that we will include here URL for all the URLs, and for images we will use the asset. Okay, so here vendors folder will located inside the admin, we will put it like this, and after this one we are going to put it like this, CSS. Okay, so admin vendors the CSS, fine. Yeah, like this we will update for all the files. We can do like this straight away, it will save our time. So see here, this JS will come, let's check its path here. It also comes under the yeah, make sure to include the admin for all. And for this one, yeah, it's also under the admin. Okay, so here also we will use URL, and it's also under the admin. Okay, so now we need to close it like this. Okay, for all the files. We will check once. Hope there is no mistake. Okay, it's fine. So now we can do for the footer as well in the same way like we have done for the header. Here also we are going to add the path. We are going to add this path for all. Okay, so here also we need to close. So we need to follow these standards, Laravel standards. We are going to check once that if everything is going fine, everything is loading fine. Okay, header and footer as well. Okay, so after this one, make sure that we have also need to correct everything in header, footer and sidebar. Okay, I hope there is no URL, but we need to correct these images. So we can simply check for all the images like this, and we can add a set for the images and images. We have added from the admin. This is the path, and for this one we can simply do it like this. And I think there is one more file here for JPG. Okay, in the same way we are going to do for the other pages as well, like footer. There is nothing, I think. Sidebar, we can check once if there are any images. So it not seems to be any pages so far. Okay, so rest of the code we will update side by side when we will continue working on this one. Okay, so we can see the dashboard page is ready in Laravel. Okay, we are going to upgrade our route group in next video. We are going to upgrade, we are going to put in the route group, and also we are going to work for the multi auth, and we are going to use that guards for the admin and vendors, and a default auth for the users. Okay, so that we will do in the next few videos. But in the next video we are going to merge the login, we're going to merge the login, admin login as well. Then we will start working on its functionality as well. So please stay tuned for that. That's all for now. Have a nice time.